Hello, welcome to Mr. Chu's advisories student orientation class. I'm Mr. Chu. You can also just call me Kurt. Uh, and yes, it is just like a sneeze. I've my whole life I've heard that. But anyway, so uh, as the advisory slash student orientation teacher, I'm here to make sure that trying to keep your child on track. That's kind of the main thing. So to go along with that, you can reach out and contact me through a variety of ways if you ever need anything. IM is probably the fastest way to do that. You don't necessarily have access to that, but your students do, so they could get in contact with me that way. You could have them do that. I also have a office hour every week, Tuesdays from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and the Google Meet code is this one. So you just kind of grab this, paste that into the URL, and then you're good to go. Or you could call a good call or text. My number is 208-918-0950. Or email. That's also good. Achiu at isucceedvhs.net. Okay, those are all great ways to get in contact with me. Now, probably the biggest thing that we're here to talk about is just how do we stay on track. Uh, so, some big good tips from me. For your students anyway. Just make sure they're logging in every day, Monday to Friday, or just in some total of 5 days a week is kind of the best method when it comes to that. Um, yeah, I mean, as long as they're doing the amount of work they need to do in a week, it doesn't really matter, when they're logging in. But giving them a set schedule can help, and making sure they're trying to do stuff 5 days a week is a good place to start as well. So, our attendance policy requires that you do at least 10 lessons a week to not be marked as absent. So, that can look different to different people, but an example of how you can get 10 lessons done in a week would be like doing 2 lessons of math on Monday, two math lessons on Tuesday, maybe two English Wednesday, two English Thursday, and maybe like 3 lessons of science on Friday, something like that. I mean, that's just an example. That's not exactly how it has to go, but it's just a way that you could potentially uh, get this done, and keep your student on track. Now, for math anyway, our I'm also a math teacher here. Uh, a lesson is not just one of these activities. So this is what they would see when they look into their units. It's not just one of these. It's everything here. Lesson one, workbook 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, lesson one, video instruction, checkpoint one. All of this is contained within lesson one. Now, if they get all of this done, that is one of their lessons that they have to do in a week. Which it does, there's a lot going on here, to be sure. But, we're talking about doing this and then this. So two of those in a day. And that's kind of the goal, to keep it manageable. I mean, they are welcome to do more than that in a day. But, we're just try to keep it reasonable, keep it manageable. If you do about two or so lessons a day, you should be good to go. Now, the lessons, they might look a little different from class to class, but generally things are labeled like lesson one, and then as you work through it, you get to checkpoints, and then it'll say lesson two for the next one, and so on. So it's fairly easy to manage. Okay, did they actually do the lessons? One big thing to keep in mind is, yeah, we want them to be doing like 2 lessons or so a day to hit that 10 a week, but make sure they're really doing it. Something I encounter a lot in my classes are students just submitting through, like going through all of the assignments, just submitting them, not doing anything, giving me a blank document or something, and then it says that it's been submitted, and they can move until they get to the checkpoint, but they haven't learned anything, they haven't done anything. So just make sure, they're really getting to it. And I mean the only other thing is just making sure that we're staying motivated. Uh, Oftentimes, towards the middle and then towards the end of the semester or of the quarter, we tend to get a little less motivated. But we really want to just keep going at a very steady pace, and that makes it just so much easier to do. But yeah, again, so I'm Mr. Achiu. You can call me Kurt if you want. Uh, Welcome to my advisory class. And remember, here's my contact information. Please feel free to reach out and just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Please reach out. Thank you. Have a good night.